After the age of 60, there's a thought that quietly crosses many people's minds, not out of fear but out of reality. What happens if one of us has to continue alone? It's not something people talk about often, and it's not something anyone truly prepares for, yet when it happens, the way a person responds in those first months and years can shape everything that follows. And what most people don't realize is this: it's not just the loss itself that makes life difficult. It's the habits and decisions that come afterward that either help you heal or slowly make things harder. This isn't about telling you how to grieve, because everyone experiences loss in their own way and there is no single path that fits everyone. But there are 5 very common mistakes that people make after losing a spouse. Mistakes that quietly affect their emotional health, their physical well-being, and their ability to live peacefully again. In this video, we'll walk through those 5 mistakes, and more importantly, what to do instead so that even in the face of loss, you can rebuild a life that feels steady, meaningful, and strong. And pay close attention to the final one because it's the most subtle, and often the one that keeps people stuck longer than they realize. Number 5. Isolating yourself too much. After losing a spouse, it's completely natural to want space to withdraw, to sit quietly with your thoughts. And for a while, that solitude can feel comforting. But over time, something begins to shift. Days become quieter, conversations become fewer, and slowly, without realizing it, isolation starts to replace connection. It doesn't happen suddenly, and it doesn't feel dangerous at first. But the longer it continues, the harder it becomes to step back into the world again. Margaret, 68, found herself spending more and more time alone after her husband passed, not because she wanted to disconnect, but because she didn't feel the same energy to reach out. Weeks turned into months, and what began as quiet reflection slowly became loneliness. What she didn't realize was that connection isn't something that returns on its own. It needs to be gently rebuilt. The solution isn't forcing yourself into large social situations, but simply maintaining small connections, a phone call, a short visit, a familiar face. Because staying connected, even in small ways, helps keep your emotional world alive. Number 4. Letting daily structure disappear. One of the biggest changes after losing a spouse is the loss of routine, because so much of daily life was once shared. Meals, conversations, small habits that gave the day a sense of rhythm. And when that structure disappears, the day can begin to feel empty. There's no clear start, no clear purpose, and time begins to pass without direction. At first, it may feel like rest, like taking a break from responsibilities. But over time, that lack of structure can affect your energy, your motivation, and even your sense of identity. Robert, 72, noticed that after his wife passed, his days became unstructured, and without realizing it, he stopped doing many of the small things that once gave his day meaning. What he didn't understand at the time was that routine is not just about staying busy, it's about giving your mind and body stability. Rebuilding even a simple daily rhythm, like waking up at a consistent time, going for a short walk, or planning small tasks, can create a sense of normalcy again. Because structure doesn't replace what was lost, but it helps you move forward. Number 3. Neglecting your physical health. Grief doesn't just affect emotions, it affects the body in quiet but powerful ways. Appetite changes, energy drops, sleep becomes irregular, and slowly physical health begins to decline. And when you're dealing with loss, it's easy to overlook these things because your focus is elsewhere. But your body still needs care, perhaps even more than before. Linda, 70, found herself eating less and moving less after her husband passed, not intentionally, but because everything felt different. Over time, she noticed her strength fading and her energy dropping, which made daily life feel even heavier. What she didn't realize was that taking care of her body wasn't just about health, it was part of her recovery. Simple habits like eating balanced meals, Staying hydrated and moving regularly can support both physical and emotional healing. Because when your body feels stronger, your mind often follows. If this message is helping you see things more clearly, stay connected with whispers of wisdom, because sometimes the right guidance at the right time can quietly change everything. Number 2. Holding on to everything without letting go. After losing a spouse, it's natural to hold on to memories, belongings, routines, anything that keeps the connection alive. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, holding on too tightly can make it harder to move forward. The home stays exactly the same, belongings remain untouched, and life becomes frozen in a moment that has already passed. David, 74, kept everything exactly as it was after his wife passed, believing it was the only way to keep her presence alive. But over time, he found himself unable to move forward, emotionally stuck in the past. What he didn't realize was that letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means allowing yourself to continue living while carrying those memories with you. Making small changes, adjusting your environment, and allowing space for new experiences can help you move forward without losing what matters. Number 1. Believing life has lost its meaning most dangerous. This is the most dangerous mistake because it doesn't appear as a habit, it appears as a belief. After losing a spouse, many people begin to feel that the most meaningful part of life is behind them, that nothing ahead can feel the same. And slowly, without realizing it, they stop looking forward. They stop planning. They stop engaging with life in the way they once did. Susan, 76, felt this deeply after her husband passed, believing that the best years of her life were over. For a long time, she simply existed, going through the motions without feeling a sense of purpose. What changed wasn't her situation, but her perspective. She began to realize that while life had changed, it had not ended. Meaning could still be created, even in new ways. This is where many people find strength, not by replacing what was lost, but by discovering that life can still hold purpose, connection, and moments of peace. Losing a spouse is one of the most difficult experiences a person can face, and nothing can fully prepare you for it. But what shapes the years that follow is not just the loss itself, it's how you respond to it. Avoiding these 5 mistakes doesn't remove the pain, but it can help you navigate it in a way that keeps you steady, connected, and moving forward. Because even after loss, life continues. And within that continuation, there is still space for strength, for peace, and for meaning. If this message resonates with you, share it with someone who might need it, because sometimes the right words at the right time can bring comfort in ways we don't expect.